Hey, Courtney here of Creations by Courtney. We are now going to work on the Tunisian crochet smock stitch. This is another favorite. We are going to make any even number. We're going to do 12, and we'll see if I like that size, because we might actually go up to 14. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I like the size of that. I'm just using some worsted weight acrylic yarn with a 6.5 millimeter Tunisian hook. This one has a cable because that's how this set works, but some sets allow you to have a stopper and you don't need to use the cable, or you can use a straight crochet hook that does not have a thumb rest when just practicing. As with many Tunisian stitch patterns, we are going to do a foundation row of Tunisian simple stitch. We are going to skip the first chain and working to the back bump of the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. And we're going to repeat that across. You're going to insert into the back bump, yarn over, pull up a loop. So we have 1, 2, and 3. This one counts for that chain that we skipped. When we get to the end, we should have 12 loops on our hook. Now for the return pass. That's the chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you repeat that to the end. And then this is where the fun begins. All right, so with the Tunisian Smock Stitch, we're going to be doing a Tunisian simple stitch 2 together. What does that mean? Well, let me show you. We're going to insert the hook under the front of the next 2 vertical bars, yarn over, pull up a loop. That is your Tunisian simple stitch 2 together. That's it. So what it does is bring these 2 together, so it's like an upside down V. Now, with the smock stitch, we're going to do a yarn under. So typically we yarn over, meaning we come from the back to the front, but a yarn under is literally we come from the front over to the back, just like that. They look the same, but you do them different. Yarn over, yarn under, because you're coming from up, under, and over, okay? You're gonna wanna hold this in place, because if not, it will slip. Now insert your hook under the next 2 vertical bars to make the next Tunisian simple stitch 2 together. And you wanna hold this in place because now we're gonna yarn over, because if I let it go, then this becomes like a Tunisian purl 2 together, and that is not what we want. So this is why we hold the yarn over in place, insert our hook. Okay, so let me go back. So we're going to redo our yarn under, hold it in place, insert your hook under the next 2 vertical bars, yarn over, meaning you come from the back to the front, pull through those 2. Now you can let go. And so it looks like you have an extra loop because that takes the place of this vertical bar, okay? Yarn under, hold it in place, go under the next 2 vertical bars, yarn over, pull up a loop, let go of the yarn under. Yarn under, insert your hook under the next 2 vertical bars, yarn over, pull up the loop, you can let go of the yarn under. Yarn under, hold it in place, work under the next 2 vertical bars, yarn over, pull up a loop. So you always yarn under after a Tunisian slip stitch 2 together. And this is why it helps to count those loops when you're doing one of the special stitches. And there we go. So you're going to hold in place to work that end stitch. Now we have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So don't forget that last yarn under. And then the return pass, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. But we're going to alternate the placement. For this one, we're going to work a Tunisian simple stitch. So yarn over, pull up a loop. Okay, and now the bars are a little harder to see, but it almost creates a U shape. Okay, so let me take this out. Okay, now that we've closed it, we kind of have these gaps between the space, between the stitches, right? This space here. So this is a vertical bar, 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 but we want to close that gap, which is why we're going to work across these two to bring them together, which is why we alternate, meaning that we're going to start with Tunisian simple stitch and then the Tunisian slip stitch 2 together. So let's put our yarn back on the hook. Tunisian simple stitch. Now Tunisian slip stitch 2 together, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn under. Hold that in place. Tunisian slip stitch 2 together, yarn over, pull up a loop, you let that go, yarn under, Tunisian simple stitch 2 together, yarn under, and it takes some practice because it feels tight, but it comes together, which is why a bigger swatch is easier to use. But y'all didn't need to see 36 chains to learn how to do this. Yarn under. And remember, you'll always yarn under after your Tunisian simple stitch. Hold that in place. Tunisian simple stitch. And then work your end stitch. Now let's make sure we have 12 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now return pass. Chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Do you see how it's coming together? Probably not. So let's do some more together. Again, it's a 2-row repeat. So we're going Tunisian simple stitch 2 together and then yarn under. Tunisian simple stitch 2 together, yarn under. Row 2, Tunisian simple stitch, Tunisian simple stitch 2 together, yarn under, Tunisian simple stitch 2 together, yarn under. Alrighty, now that we've done more rows, so on an open row, you can see the spaces, right? And as we make each one, it closes it in. Isn't that just beautiful? Again, this is one of my favorite Tunisian stitches. Definitely don't use it as much as I need to, but once you've gotten to the desired length, if you're making your own project or following a pattern, you can do a simple slip stitch bind off. Chain 1, insert your hook into the next vertical bar, yarn over, pull through the bar and the loop on the hook. Insert into the next vertical bar, yarn over, pull through the bar and the loop on the hook. And you'll just repeat that. Now, don't forget to pull, right? So you don't miss one. See, because it kind of scrunched down because these two are connected. This is from that yarn under. So make sure you don't miss one. To close that off, and you'll just slip stitch across and then fasten off through and weave in the end. And there you have it, the Tunisian Smock Stitch. Again, a 2-row repeat that could be done with any multiple that's an even number. I would suggest more than 2, preferably 4 or more. But hope you enjoy. Keep stitching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more crochet tutorials, stylings, and making of amazing garments and tips to help you succeed.